We've had these new girls and the brooder in the house for a couple weeks now, and I'm in the middle of doing a little clean out and freshen up of their brooder, so I figured now is as good a time as any to give you guys a formal introduction and tell you a little bit about each one and what we decided to name them. Let's get into it. So first off, we've been enjoying our brooder that we built and that we made a video of a couple weeks ago. Now that the girls are bigger, they've upgraded to a hanging feeder and a hanging water. And so I just filled up the feeder, gave fresh water in here. And the reason I like the hanging system is, one, it doesn't take away from the floor space as much. The chicks can still go under it, around it, things like that to give them a little bit more space. And the other part is it makes it a lot harder for them to scratch any of the bedding. So we're using a mixture of hemp and straw because that's what we had on hand, and it works really good and keeps that from the hemp and the straw from going into the water or into the food as much, which is really nice. And another benefit is it makes the chicks stand up when drinking them, get nice stretch in their legs and mobility in their legs there, keep them up and active in order to eat and drink. So that's what I did to clean this out. I also did a quick wipe down on these windows because they get them kind of dirty flinging around water and things like that. I raised the brooder plate up some more so that they can get under there easier and they don't really need as much heat contact. It's more of like a safety net, safety structure for them, but raise that up for them, give them more space so they have space under the brooder plate, around the food and water, around back, and now they got another layer of nice fresh bedding since we do the deep litter method in here to keep it nice and fresh, keep the house smelling good. And while I cleaned out the brooder, nice little hack, get yourself a cat carrier, which is what we have down here. Put the girls in there while we clean it out, and then put them back in when we're done cleaning. So let's get these girls out one by one and I'll introduce you. The first girl we have here, this is our friendliest girl. Her name is Cornbread. She is a Basque hen, which is a French breed, if I believe correctly. They're a land race breed, and she's gonna lay anywhere between cream and tan colored eggs. She's super friendly, super outgoing, super confident, brave. You'll see she has a nice single comb that's coming in. Nice little pink yellow legs, beautiful, beautiful buff color here. She has a couple dark feathers, but not a lot. Just random spots in her wings, one on her wing, one on her tail. But so far, just a beautiful, creamy buff color, super friendly, super outgoing. Very, very impressed with her personality and how friendly she is. I mean, you could see she wants to hang out every time we open up the doors in the brooder. She's also the easiest to get a hold of. Next up here, this is our partridge penitescenca. Her name is Gravy. So you can see she has these nice dark legs. She has a chipmunk color that's coming out, and she's starting to get that partridge color in her chest and her back. This is our most skittish girl, which is true to the breed. They're super good free rangers, so they're always aware of predators and keep an eye out and don't want to get caught. She's gonna lay very nice dark reddish brown terracotta colored eggs, which we're really, really looking forward to. That was the one reason we wanted to get her, is for her egg color. So that's Gravy. Next up, we have our second most friendly girl and our biggest girl right now. You can see that beautiful color coming in. She's a Jubilee Orpington. Nice single comb, little pink legs. Beautiful speckled pattern coming into her chest there. And she's a huge girl. She's the English strain of Orpington, so she's going to be a nice fluffy body, low to the ground, big, beautiful body, beautiful color. Really excited to see her growing out, and we're really impressed with how calm and docile she's been as well in the brooder, which is very nice. And she's going to lay little tan eggs like any other Orpington. Next up, we have our most human-adverse baby. You can see she doesn't like to be held, but she's very, very skittish. It's our Buckeye. Her name is Baked Bean. She'll be a nice reddish chestnut color, just like a Buckeye nut. And she has a nice pea comb, so a really tiny comb, which is great in cold weather, like we get out in upstate New York. She's going to be a beautiful chestnut color all throughout her body. And yellow legs. She is very lanky right now, but she'll definitely grow into her size and shape, and hopefully she gets more friendly. We'll see, but right now she's very pretty, and like I said, her name is Baked Bean. Of course, we got sound effect of Marvin getting some water, because of course he needed to right in the middle of filming, so it's a nice little ambiance for you guys. And the last two we have in here, these are our, what we're calling our twins. They're both mottled Houdins, or Houdan. They're gonna lay white eggs. They're gonna be the first ever white egg layers we have here on the homestead. So that's very exciting. It's gonna be nice to have white eggs in there to accent some of our more colorful eggs and give us even further variety in the egg rainbow. As you can see, they have these nice, cute little crests. I'll pick them up, but I just want to give a brief introduction to both of them. So the twins, this is the bigger one right here on the right is Tater. The smaller one on the left is Tot. So together they're Tater Tot, and they have this nice, beautiful modeling coming in. So they're going to be black and white speckled, but you can see they have nice cheeks, a crest, which is very cute coming in, and you see a little bit of the modeling coming in where the black and the white are mixing up here. Also, cool thing is they have 5 toes in each foot, so you can see how wild that looks. But this is Tot. And Miss Tater. Now Tater will be very interesting because she's been super big and like thick-legged since been a baby chick. So we think if anybody in the group is a rooster, it'll be her. So hopefully, fingers crossed, not a rooster. But like I said, if anybody has a little bit of a roost suspicion, it's definitely her right now. So altogether, we have Cornbread the Baskin. Whoop. And we have Cornbread the Baskin right here. I told you she's the friendliest, wants to get out of the whole time. Baked Bean the Buckeye. Gravy the Partridge Pennatinseca. Sweet Potato the Jubilee Orpington. And Tater and Tot, the 2 mottled Houdins. Always trying to escape. And that's everybody on this side. Now we do have a 7th girl, which we had to put in a little partition into the brooder, because our 7th girl right here, this is Miss Figgy Pudding. She is a Cuckoo Silky. She's the only bantam of the bunch, which is not why she's separated. She actually holds up really well with all the other girls that are bigger than her. However, she's having a little bit of a problem where her poops are a little too big for her butt. So every time she tries to poop, her butt becomes really distended and she screams. It's really painful for her, which originally when she was doing it, when she was younger, it was too big for her to even pass. So we would have to try to clean up her butt herself, give her some Epsom salt baths, try to help her pass that, put some medication on her butt. So now she's to the point where she is still uncomfortable pooping, but she is passing them all on her own. So we're no longer having to intervene to try to get the poop off of her butt or out of her butt. She still doesn't like to poop. She still makes a big deal about it. However, she's doing much better. And the reason we had to separate and put a little partition is because the other girls would be very interested when Figgy's butt was becoming a little extended, because it'd be a little red, and so they want to peck it, and it was causing a little bit problems. Like I said, Figgy stands up for herself when she doesn't have to poop, but when she's in the middle of pooping, it's very uncomfortable, so she's getting a little picked on. So we made this nice little partition here, and we used the hardware cloth so they can still see each other and interact with each other. And oftentimes you'll find them in the same corner between the wire, hanging out with each other, interacting, pecking, exploring things. So that way she's still part of the flock, still gets to see everybody, but then she has a little bit of extra safety that her butt's not going to get picked on. And it's kind of cute. She has her own little brooder plate over here, smaller version, own water, which we have some electrolytes in here to help keep her hydrated, to loosen up those poops as well. She has her own little feeder that she has filled up the entire feed with bedding, so we have to help dig that back out for her. But she has her own little, tiny little apartment. She doesn't seem to mind it too much. Like I said, she's doing a lot better, which is nice. And so hopefully one day she can not have any problems whatsoever, and then she can be back in there completely with her flock. But until then, it's a nice little separation for herself, and she's super cute. She's, like I said, cuckoo silky, so she's black right now, but she'll end up having a nice cuckoo striped pattern, and again, also hopefully back with everybody else. But see a nice little setup in here, separation for everybody, plenty of space, food, water, shelter, heat, everything they need. Keep themselves safe. So really like this brooder, being able to see in there, check on everybody every morning, come down, and every night sit on the couch hanging out with them. So it's been really great, and I'm glad I could introduce you to everybody. We're super excited to see everybody grow. Like I said, some new egg colors in the white that we've never had before, and the dark terracotta brown we're very excited about. And of course, can't ever beat just nice homestead farm fresh egg as well, no matter what color. So really excited for all these girls to grow up. Can't wait to keep you guys updated along the way. And until next time, stay Pyrfect.